Gloria Starr. This video will be about the art and the science of public speaking. Most of us have a terrifying fear of public speaking, and I certainly remember when I did as well. In my first career, I was a floral designer in the daytime in a flower shop, and in the evening classes, I was working 3 evenings a week, teaching 3 hours a night on floral design for adults. And I certainly had to find my voice for speaking to a group. It's very easy in some ways to speak one-on-one, but in a group it's another whole story. I think the key element is the fact that you have an absolute passion for what you are talking about. And when you have that passion, literally you will find your voice. So that's a great starting point to really think about what it is that you want to talk about. It might be your career, it might be your children or your grandchildren, but you will find a voice. In my mid-30s, I attended a Dale Carnegie class, and I found that very, very difficult, even though I'd been teaching evening classes for several years. The challenge was that with the Dale Carnegie program, you had to speak about yourself, not about what it was you were passionate about. And that's a new kind of voice and learning to speak as well. But over the years, with some success, you're going to be able to find that voice. I think conversation is like a volleyball game. You hit it over the net, and then that person has to hit it back to you. So if you start your thoughts with conversation and asking open-ended questions, which means that you're going to ask someone a question that requires more than a one-word answer. So I might say to someone that I haven't seen in quite some time, I said, "Oh, wonderful to see you again. Last time we spoke, you were just heading off on a trip to Europe. Please tell me some of the highlights of your trip." Now, that definitely requires more than a one-word answer, and that seems to be the best way to get the conversation ball going so that you can begin to excel. And as you practice, it gets easier and it gets better. So always think of yourself as that ambassador of yourself, your company, and your country, and think about public speaking is just something a newly acquired skill requires, and it's an absolute necessity in life, because the minute you step outside your door, you are in the public. So the public, we want to look our best, we want to be vibrant and energetic and radiating happiness, and also have the ability to speak. So practice. Practice on your cat, your dog, your grandchild, and think about the kind of voice tonality that you're using. And with the excitement there of the tonality range, you will find yourself becoming quite mesmerizing. So give it a whirl. Gloria Starr with more tips and tactics on how to be simply amazing.